So it turns out that Ken cheated on me with a Bratz.
Hey fam, welcome back. Today I'm excited I'm making a video for you guys that's not as chaotic as the past ones have been. Bitch, what the? Today's gonna be an actual fun day. I promised myself I wasn't gonna do any work today, but I spent all morning finding things for me to edit. But now it's time for me to relax. It's gorgeous outside. So today I'm forcing myself to relax, kind of. I'm gonna go experience nature. I'm gonna leave the house. I'm gonna take you guys with me. I'm gonna show you some of my favorite areas in Brooklyn that I love to go to. And it's the last like really warm day of the year in New York until spring. Right now it is the beginning of November, but it's like 70 degrees outside. So I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts before my seasonal depression kicks in. And we're gonna go have some fun. Let's go. Okay fam, so my first stop of course was the subway station. The closest train to me is the Local 3, which I find to be a pretty reliable train. I took it into downtown Brooklyn where I had lots of errands to run, and naturally I always just find myself walking into Fort Greene, especially on beautiful days like today. This was in November. It was in the 70s in November, which is crazy to me. That's like unheard of for New York, but I don't know, global warming, who knows. But yeah, somehow I always end up in Fort Greene whenever I'm running errands in downtown Brooklyn. Fort Greene is pretty much right next to downtown Brooklyn, but it is a much more residential, much more charming area. If I had an unlimited budget, I would live in Fort Greene in a heartbeat. It is absolutely beautiful there. The leaves falling on the ground in the fall is just beautiful. You have the beautiful brownstones and trees. And honestly, I just feel so much safer in Fort Greene. I know there's nowhere in New York that's truly safe, but Fort Greene definitely feels safer. There's a lot more nature. Fort Greene Park is stunning, honey, especially in the fall and the summer. It's a great place to go if you just want to relax on the lawn, take in nature, and not have to be surrounded by concrete 24/7. Then right alongside Fort Greene Park, there's DeKalb Avenue or DeKalb, whatever you want to call it. You gotta follow your heart. Some people say DeKalb, some people say DeKalb. What do you call it? Leave a comment if you call it whatever you gotta follow your heart, you know? I'm just gonna call it a DeKalb because that's what my manager always called it, but who knows, you could totally be wrong. But anyway, this is a beautiful street with tons of bars and restaurants. Now this is different than Williamsburg because this is a little bit more elegant, much more romantic, candlelit restaurants, a little bit of a more finer dining experience than you might experience in Williamsburg. You have different cuisines from all over the world. You have Caribbean, Italian, Indian, Japanese, everything. You have everything on this block. And one of my favorite parts about DeKalb or DeKalb, whatever you call it, is in the summertime, a lot of the times they'll actually block off the street so people get to dance in the street. They'll have a DJ, they'll play music, and it's a really fun time. It's a very unique New York experience. Now we're making our way to the border of Clinton Hill and Fort Greene on Clinton Avenue. Now if you're not familiar with Clinton Ave, it's an entire block that's filled with beautiful historic mansions. I like to walk down this block and pretend like I live here and pick out which house I'm gonna live in. At one point this home actually belonged to both Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis. I'm not sure what's up with it now that they're separated, but who knows? Still, I am definitely manifesting living in one of these mansions. They're really just truly something from a dream. Now we're making our way to Cambridge Place. This is another one of my favorite blocks in Brooklyn as well. This is in Clinton Hill now, which is the neighboring town to Fort Greene. This big blue house right here is my dream home. If you live here, can I come over? Whoever lives here, you're very lucky. But what I love about this house and this block in general is that it's a house. It's a full house with a yard, but you're surrounded by townhouses and brownstones, and you're 20 minutes from the biggest city in the world, but you're living in like an old Victorian style house. I can't get over it. On my right here is Izzy Rose. This is a popular all vegan bar. I know, if you are vegan, honey, you gotta move to Clinton Hill because there is so many vegan options. Then you have Guevara's, which is a vegan deli and bakery. It used to be like a vegan grocery store, but it's more of just like a cute little vegan cafe now. So many many vegan options. There's my finger on the lens. And then down the block is Clementine Bakery, which is actually owned by the same people as Izzy Rose. This place is, I've never seen this place empty. The food, everything here, they have tons and tons of gluten-free options. And then right next door, they actually opened up a brand new ice cream shop called Dreamery Creamery. And yes, both Clementine Bakery and Dreamery Creamery are fully vegan. I got the vegan gluten-free grilled cheese from Clementine, and then from Dreamery Creamery, I got the tomato soup. They have tomato soup at the ice cream shop. And then I also got ice cream once I finished everything. Everything was just, it was so good. Oh my God, I've been dreaming about this place, but yeah, I was glad I was able to make it before it started to get cold outside. Just a heads up for when you do come here, people like to camp out in the seats all day and do work, have their laptops out, so sometimes it is hard to get a seat, so just know that ahead of time. When you find a table that's open, just take it right away. Then from Clinton Hill, I decided to be spontaneous and actually take the subway to Brooklyn Heights, and of course to Brooklyn Bridge Park. I knew this was going to be the last warm day in New York, so I really wanted to take advantage of it. I walked past the Brooklyn Ice Cream Shop, which is, it's always popping. Everybody's always there. And obviously I went to Brooklyn Bridge Park. It is beautiful, especially at sunset. Now you don't get like 100% sunset view because you do have the skyline on the horizon, but you could see the Brooklyn Bridge, and there's plenty of open space to have a picnic and enjoy the view of the skyline and the sunset and the bridge and the Manhattan Bridge and whatever that really, really tall building is. This teeny tiny beach in Brooklyn Bridge Park is one of the most romantic places in all of New York City. I mean, I say this a lot, but it's really just absolutely beautiful. Right behind you there, you have the Time Out Market with lots of shops and stores. Then you have other areas of the park that you can explore. If you like to go running, this is the perfect place to go running in the morning. You can see the sunrise, sort of, kind of, not really, because it's facing west, but you get what I mean. So yeah, if you're visiting New York City, even if it's just for a couple of days, this is definitely one of those places that you don't want to miss. I know there's other places that you could see the skyline of New York and Manhattan during sunset and just during the day, but this is my favorite because you get that view of downtown Brooklyn, you get that view of the Brooklyn Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge. You could see, in certain parts, you could see other parts of Brooklyn, you could see a little bit of Staten Island, and you could see the Statue of Liberty. So this is why I prefer this park over Hunters Point Park or even Domino Park. Then I decided I was going to be spontaneous again, and I made my way over to the ferry. The ferry is a great way to get a really beautiful view of the East River. It's only $4 a ride, so if you get a chance to ride the ferry on a nice day, definitely do it. Now we're making our way from Brooklyn Bridge Park to South Street Seaport. As you can see in the distance there, way off to the left, you can see the Statue of Liberty out on Liberty Island. There she is. Heading off the ferry at South Street Seaport. Now, if you get a chance, walk down to Pier 15. On top of Pier 15, there's a hidden park. So this is a really, really great place to get the sun if you don't want to leave Manhattan. And you get another view of the sunset. Then from South Street Seaport, I made my way down to my absolute favorite park in the world, Battery Park. Without question, this to me has the most uninterrupted views of the sunset. You get a view of the New York Harbor, the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, New Jersey, Staten Island, Governor's Island, Brooklyn, and of course, Manhattan, if you look behind you. So that concludes my vlog for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you want to see more of. Again, today was just like kind of a lax day, but like I can't, you know, this, I just like, I can't relax. I don't know how to relax. So relaxing day for me is just going around and doing, just like walking 10 miles and like breathing air. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you want to see more of. If you want to see more of the area that I live in, I would love to show you that as well. I love living here. I missed living in Brooklyn. I missed the convenience of being able to just walk all the way from Crown Heights to Clinton Hill to downtown Brooklyn, all the way to downtown Manhattan, just because I feel like it. I miss those days, and I'm gonna miss the weather when it gets cold, because I really don't like the cold weather. But yeah, thanks for coming along with me, guys. I'm excited to make more videos for you. I'll see you in the next one, and that's all I have to say about that. See ya!